Hello, YouTube. Somebody asked me what it felt like getting out of prison. So I'm going to answer that as well as some embarrassing things that happened to me when I got out. Now, when I got the paper saying you have been scheduled for release from Department of Corrections on November 18th, 2016, it's still 15 months away, but I couldn't believe it. And those 15 months went slow. I cannot believe how slow it was. Like time stopped. And but anyway, we get to where I'm getting out. I just could not believe it. And then once I get outside the prison, I had to sign a bunch of stuff, and they gave me a bunch of paper and stuff. I get outside the prison. I'm standing there with another guy. We're waiting for rides. He's grabbed his stomach and said, "Man, I feel like I gotta use the bathroom." I know exactly what he felt like because I kind of felt the same way. But these guards were coming in, and some of them, kind of cool guards. They saying congrats and would say thanks and stuff. But there were some that were jerks. I mean, mean, and they were saying congrats too. And just the other guy standing there with me said, "Man, don't talk to us, man. You don't be nice now. You wasn't in there." When we was inside. But anyway, on the ride home, it felt like, well, even standing there before we left, it felt like I was in the wrong place, like I was going to get in trouble for being where I was at. Ride home, it felt like I was being transferred, like it should be shackles on me or something, But anyway, get home, and two of the first things I wanted to do was to have a breakfast like I used to have growing up, gravy, biscuits, eggs, bacon, all that, or sausage or something like that, and I had that. But I also wanted to take a bath. 29 years in prison without taking a bath, nothing but showers. I didn't mean I wasn't washing up or anything. I meant all I had was shower. And so I took the bath, man. I took a long one and enjoyed it. But one of the things I enjoyed doing when I first got out, and I still enjoy doing it, is getting a cup of coffee, getting a cigarette, and going out on the front porch. Fresh brewed coffee, not instant coffee like they give us. But I was thinking, the first morning I did that, I almost was in tears because I was thinking, I walked out here with a fresh brewed cup of coffee and a cigarette. There's people in prison walking out their cells with a cup of instant coffee. The day before, I was doing the same thing. So, it's just quick how things change, and you appreciate things. Things that before I went to prison that I didn't appreciate, that I took for granted and everything. In prison, you learn to appreciate the things that you've missed. Little things that you wouldn't think about. But it becomes more obvious when you get out. Like riding in the car. Just doing things that, the smell of freshly cut grass. Different things, And just everyday life, man. Just little things that you wouldn't think about. You miss. So they took me to this. Now here's the first embarrassing story. They took me to this store, and there's this case thing, and it has desserts in it, different desserts in it, and they have their name, kind of like their name, and they have a number. And that my family, they was more excited about me getting out than I was, and I was pretty excited. That's what got me. They seem to get excited when I see something amazing or something. But they said choose one, and I said I don't know what one to choose, and I'm still like that to this day. It's hard for me to pick something. There's so many things to pick from. In prison you had very few options, and so it was easy to pick. Out here you got all these different options, and so it's hard for me to choose. And so they said choose one, and so I finally did. After standing there, not making up my mind, I finally picked one. Just picked one, and The guy comes back over and he goes, "Made your choice?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Number?" And I said, 164471. That was my inmate number. Another embarrassing thing was I was in a store and went down this aisle, and at the end, there was like another aisle goes this way, and there's a thing with vegetables, and a little bit farther down is meat, and there's a woman there, long hair, and she looked up and she says, "How you doing?" And I said, "I'm doing fine. How you doing?" she looked back down and she said, "Fine," right? So I think she's talking to me. And I looked around before, to make sure she was talking to me. And she says something else. I think it's about the food or something. And I said, "I didn't catch that. What did you say?" She looks up, stares at me, and she kind of grins. She goes, "Excuse me a minute." She pulls back her hair and she has a earpiece and thing. She goes, "I'm on the phone." I said, "Oh." And she just busted out laughing. I guess I turned red and was embarrassed and everything. And she thought it was funny. Another time, I was in Walmart, and I don't like using the toilet in public. I try to wait until we get back home. But I had to this time, so I did just like in prison. Went into a stall, put the toilet paper down on the stool, and I was sitting there. Another guy comes in. He gets in the next stall, and just starts. I thought he was talking to me, right? And I was getting kind of mad at him. And finally, he stopped. He says, "Hey, hold on, man. This idiot in the next stall thinks I'm talking to him." That's still kind of embarrassing. I got done, and I'm hoping I'm getting out of there before he gets out and sees who I was. So, and then they took me to Bass Pro. I thought, when I went to prison, Bass Pro in Springfield, Missouri was small. It was a little small area. This thing's huge now. It got bigger, all kinds of things in there. But it was, the feeling is, once you get past, the first day or two that, where you're scared and nervous and excited, you're just amazed at everything, every little thing. And one of the things I'm still getting used to is being in public with a lot of people. I don't like being around crowds. Like in restaurants, I sit with my back to the wall and stuff. I try to. I remember one time Mark Tashanka Whitco and his wife came out here, and we went to this restaurant. We had to sit right in the middle. It was horrible. I'm thinking at first it's horrible, but then Mark, he tells me, he said, "Man, you watch my back and I'll watch yours." And that is the most comfortable I've been in a crowded restaurant in the middle, where I had to sit in the middle. I was not worried. And so I appreciate Mark saying that, because that eased me a lot. That calmed me down a lot. And I don't know if I've thanked him for that, but I really appreciate that, man, because I get all, Anyway, that's all I got for you today, and this is being uploaded on my phone because we're having Wi-Fi trouble, so it may not have all the text and stuff in it like it usually does, but and I apologize for that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.